It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a new theory, which is based on a new clue that was found, or an Easter egg, whatever you want to call it. The Easter egg or the clue was actually in Season 9, Episode 5. The episode Rick disappeared. Now, this clue or Easter egg may or may not lead to something bigger, like a bigger story. There could be nothing to this theory, and this clue or Easter egg, whatever you want to call it, may just be coincidence, but at the same time, there's a chance that there is some bigger purpose for this Easter egg, and it could, like I said, lead to a bigger story coming up. So let's backtrack a little bit. What are we talking about? So if we go to episode 5 of season 9 of The Walking Dead, which was called What Comes After, which was Rick's disappearance episode, there is this one scene when we have Rick in his final moments before he's presumably dead. He tells everyone to back up, and he's standing on top of the bridge. Now, if you take a look at the bridge, an area on the bridge that has graffiti on it, maybe it's spray painted, maybe something else, but it says Wes with a heart symbol on it. Now, that's extremely interesting because, of course, Wes is a character that we saw on Fear the Walking Dead in season 5. Now, like I said, there could be nothing to this. It could be coincidence because, of course, the other thing to keep in mind is that Season 9 of The Walking Dead took place before Season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead got to the point of Wes's introduction. So what I'm basically saying is that when they shot that scene in The Walking Dead, they probably didn't know that there's going to be a character named Wes in Fear the Walking Dead. But who knows? Maybe they did and they're just planting the seed for something, like I said. But that's extremely interesting. And the other part to keep in mind is that, of course, Wes in Fear the Walking Dead was responsible for painting the trees. So that's interesting as well. Now, is it likely that this Wes is the exact same Wes and he was there painting his own name on the bridge? It's extremely unlikely. But the fact that it's in there, it's some sort of a clue or an Easter egg. And it's not like a clue that actually is significant in the story itself. They're not going to have Wes actually show up on The Walking Dead and say, I had my name on there or whatever. That's not going to happen. That's just ridiculous. But I think there's a chance that it could be a clue for a bigger story coming up. And what story could that be? I think that story could relate to Morgan. What we might potentially see is Morgan with Wes, maybe, appear in the Rick movies, which means that Morgan will disappear with Wes and show up in the Rick movies. And that way, Morgan and Rick might actually reunite. The other thing that's extremely interesting is that Morgan's quote-unquote disappearance, in a way, in Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 at the end, parallels the Rick disappearance on The Walking Dead. Now, Morgan hasn't disappeared. He is still alive, but he is injured. But if they do follow with the story where someone's going to come and help him, but Virginia is going to think that he's dead and she might actually tell everyone that he's dead, and Virginia is the person that shot him, then that story will pretty much be identical to Rick's story because, of course, in The Walking Dead right now, everyone thinks Rick is dead. So if we have a similar story in Fear the Walking Dead and everyone thinks Morgan is dead, then that could make things extremely interesting because both of those stories are identical and, they have a chance to have both of these characters reunite in the movie while making it so that no one in both shows is actually waiting for them to appear. Like they're gone, but no one's really expecting them to return. Something like that. And just to touch back on what I said, maybe the person that saves Morgan is Wes. And then they are found by the CRM group that took Rick with the helicopter and they take them back to wherever they took Rick to. And that could be where Morgan and Rick reunite. So, bottom line, I don't think Wes is appearing on The Walking Dead. I think it's unlikely that this was done on purpose. I think it's coincidental, but there is a small chance that they could have planted an Easter egg here for a bigger story coming up with Wes, Morgan, and Rick. But I want to know everyone's thoughts and opinions about this. Do you think this was a coincidence or was it done on purpose? And do you think that it could hint that we might see Rick and Morgan reunite again in the movie? So let me know in the comment section below. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads.